if you're not showing up for yourself, why would I? Or anybody else for that matter. The way that you treat you teaches the world how to treat you. So if you've been putting yourself last, it's really time to change that because you deserve the same energy that you're giving to everybody else. To me, showing up for myself means putting myself first, following through with my ideas, being there for myself when I need it, self-care, self-love, self-respect. I think that showing up for yourself is important because if you don't, you really will allow the world to roll over you and you will never, to me, I feel like you'll never get to where you really want to be at because you're holding your own self back by not being there for yourself and supporting yourself. Being committed to yourself really can boost your self-confidence and your self-esteem, especially if you feel like the world is not giving that to you. Give it to yourself. Also, showing up for yourself can help you avoid burnout, avoid feeling overworked or not seen. I think one of the biggest ways you can show up for yourself is by prioritizing you and by putting yourself first. To me, alone time is very essential. I do love spending time with my loved ones, but I also enjoy like being able to be in like a silent place and do some breath work or do yoga, paint, you know, just kind of be in my own vibe and just kind of figure out where I'm at, how I'm feeling. I feel like being alone, whether it be for a couple hours, couple days, weeks, months, when, you know, whatever the situation is and however this applies to you, it can really help you get mental clarity about certain situations. And it's really good for self-growth because it gives you like when I meditate, when I'm taking time to just sit down and just meditate and just gotta breathe, like I kind of notice the thoughts that are going on in my head, like, yeah, and like when everything is just like chill and I'm able to realize, okay, like what am I feeling? And sometimes journaling helps me release some of helps me release some thoughts. Like alone time doesn't have to be like meditation or doing yoga. It can be going on a solo date. I actually want to do a solo date series, so if you're interested in that, let me know, but also just stay tuned because it is coming. But yeah, go try like new hobbies, go try out a new restaurant, go watch a movie by yourself. I love going to watch a movie by myself, and it's something that I actually used to do a lot more when I was single, but now that I'm in a relationship, like I have like a movie partner, but I will still go see a movie by myself. I don't feel any shame about it. Like it literally just kind of like is what it is. Don't want to go out, like invest in one of your hobbies, whether it be gardening, stretching, like making content creation or making art, making music, just feeding back into yourself, watering yourself, nourishing yourself. That is what's going to give you that energy and that liveliness that I feel like a lot of us are lacking as we get older because we're just so focused on like work or like taking care of kids. There's family drama, just a whole lot of different issues. Which also leads me to another thing is that there are a lot of things outside of us that we can't control, unfortunately. We can only control certain things. Sometimes when there's a lot going on, it can feel very selfish to put yourself first, especially if I felt selfish for a while for being able to afford therapy when I know that there are some people who really do need it, and like I felt selfish for a while that I'm able to like go to therapy and that like some of my family members like just won't or can't. But I realized like me prioritizing my mental health is not selfish at all, and it's necessary at the end of the day. It is so necessary. One important thing that I learned in therapy while learning how to show up for myself is self-respect, and not allowing anyone to talk to me a certain way or treat me a certain way, and that I can have boundaries. I can say no, and that doesn't make me a bad person. Yes, in other people's perspective, I may be a bad person or a bitch or whatever, but at the end of the day, my mental health is what comes first for me, because at the end of the day, we are all that we got. I'm the only person that's going to be with me for the rest of my life, from the day that I'm born till the day that I die. Same thing for you. So you need to be like your biggest fan, like your biggest protector. You need to really get clear on your priorities. What is really important to you? Is it your time? Are you someone who's busy? Is it your energy? You can only take so much. Is it your mental health? Is it your goals? Is it your lifestyle? If something doesn't align with your priorities or what you're comfortable with, you can say no, and I promise you, the day is going to go on, the world is going to keep spinning. Of course, when saying no, you don't have to be mean, you don't have to be harsh. I suggest using kind but direct language, like, I appreciate the invite, but I can't make it at this time. Or I just don't have the mental capacity for this right now. Or you can say, I need to focus on my own priorities, so I'm gonna pass. And I know this can be a lot for some people, because I used to just hate saying no, or just not being able to be everything for everyone. And I used to be a really bad people pleaser, but I started off small by, telling people I'm really tired. I don't really want to hang out tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Or I don't really appreciate when you talk to me that way. It makes me feel this certain type of way. Another big tip when setting boundaries is to expect pushback. Pushback and confrontation can be really anxiety building, can be really scary for a lot of people. But when you come prepared of okay, I know this person will probably not like this answer, but you come prepared with the tools, and this is what's best for me, and that is okay. At the end of the day, I don't owe anybody else anything. You're good. So I'm also a pretty big believer in when you look good, you feel good. I know that I'm not going to Gucci and to Prada and buying $1 million clothes and thousands of dollars of jewelry, but I do notice that when I feel like crap, I don't really care about my appearance. I just kind of throw my hair into a ponytail or a bun and just call it a day. But taking time to be gentle with my hair and just try out a new hairstyle. And also, you don't have to feel bad about wanting to look good or just looking good. There are always gonna be haters, and we see this a lot with a lot of different people, but like I said, the world is good. At the end of the day is gonna end, so you might as well look good and feel good and get paid and just live your life. Putting effort into your appearance can come in so many different ways. You can learn a new hairstyle, learn new hair care, try out new hair products. You can try out makeup if that's what you're into. I love fashion, and I do want to make more fashion content. If you guys are interested, let me know. But yeah, try maybe dressing a different way, try different colors. Also, I'm always going to be in support of staying active, or just doing some sort of fitness activity, whether it just be stretching or lifting weights, going on a run. You really have to take yourself seriously. No one is going to believe in your dreams like how you do. And it's important to believe in your dreams and to speak life into your dreams, and to speak to yourself kindly, and to tell yourself that you can do something. Whatever it is that you're trying to show up for, tell yourself that you can, and that all I have to do is show up. The hardest part is showing up, and then after that, you're done. That's something that I learned something that I learned in yoga class, is that the hardest part is literally just showing up, and then you're done. The hardest part is just oh, I gotta drive to yoga class. But once you just throw your mat on the ground and you're there, the hardest part's already over and I'm enjoying yoga. Does that make sense? Like, it seems like such a chore to do laundry, but once you get it done and you realize that you have a week's worth of clean clothes, you just feel so good. It's so amazing. Or even just cooking yourself a small homemade meal, whether it just be some chicken and rice or just vegetables and pasta. Just knowing that you took the time to put healthy ingredients into your body instead of going to cheap takeout, which is not even cheap anymore. It's literally expensive. So committing to your dreams is going to get you to your goal. Showing up every day, being consistent. My biggest piece of advice for 2025 is to stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to film your YouTube video, to post that video, to start your business, to get back on your health journey, to start running again. Do it now. Do it scared. Do it broke. Do it tired. Figure it out along the way, but you will never, ever, ever get to your goal unless you start showing up and putting in that consistent action and work. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today, and I just want to remind you that you deserve the love and the attention and just the energy that you give out to the world and that you give out to other people. Just start by giving it to yourself first, and your outer world will reflect your inner world. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.